Hello, welcome to Game Rating Reviews Game of the Year. My name is Jean-Marc Collegian, and we'll be discussing my games of the year. Now, there's a few caveats that comes to this. Number one, these are only games that I have played. These aren't games that come out and I looked at them and went, maybe that would be a good game. No, these are games that I actually played. So these are games that didn't necessarily come out this year. These are games that are buzzing or whatever. Some of these are, but not all of them. And this is just from my view, my perspective of what I did in the gaming world this year. There's going to be two categories. So there's the games that I played in my casual time, and there's games that I played for this channel. Which pretty much a differentiator here is that for my channel, I mainly just do Steam and PC games. The only game I didn't do there was I Am Mayo. All the other games I play are on console. So if you want to view it like that, it's games that I played casually and games that I played for the channel. So that would help differentiate it. So I'm going to start on, let's start on games I've played casually. So there are 3 games I played this year that have stuck out beyond every other games, and those 3 games are Metal Gear Solid 5. I started the year playing this game and was extremely addicted to it. I don't even like spy games or games where I have to sneak around, and this game broke that for me and made it so much fun. And I played it for hours and hours, listening to podcasts, not listening to podcasts, going through the story. It was awesome. Number 2, Steam World Dig. Steam World Dig was fun from the beginning to the end of that game. I just addicted to it. The platforming, the digging, the exploration, the leveling up. I love this game, and I could not stop playing it. I hadn't been like addicted to playing a game in a long time, and this did it. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I'd wake up and just play it because I was like, I got it. And I beat this game. It took me about 2 weeks, which with the work schedule, that's hard to do, and I did it. And this game is so amazing. And finally, Wolfenstein 2. I got this for my birthday in November, and I eventually got to it. And it just, characters, story, shooting mechanics, versatility in your gameplay style, it was all there as an insanely good package. And it'll be very hard for me to pick game of the year because all of these games, it just ignited something in me that I hadn't had in a long time. Like these games, this has been a good year for gaming for me to discover new games and play new games, and these just blew me away. And I am so glad I had this experience. So I think the game of the year is going to go with the game that was the most thought-provoking and the one that stuck with me the longest. And I'm sorry to say it's Wolfenstein 2. I cannot gush enough about Wolfenstein 2. I think it's the best Wolfenstein game I've played. It's the best first-person shooter I have ever played. And it is amazing. The story's amazing. The characters are amazing. And it wins my game of the year for console game, but games that I played this year. So I didn't think anything could beat Steam World Dig because that was my number 1. Or Metal Gear. Metal Gear, I played that for months. And for the first half of this year, I was all Metal Gear. But I don't think there's versatility enough, and the story is so campy. I'm like, how can I pick this as a game of the year? But Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein does have some camp in it and some ridiculousness in it, but this serious story trumps the ridiculousness. So Wolfenstein 2 wins. All right, now it's time for games that I played for my channel, for game rating review that I did Let's Plays for, and game rating reviews for off of Steam, my PC games of this year. And those nominees are Outlast. What a great scary game. If you want a scary game to play that is also fun and interesting and has puzzle elements, absolutely Outlast is that game. It engrossed me. It took me in. The character designs, the setting was perfect. Such a great game. Awesome. I gave it a 10 on my channel. No surprise there that it's on here. Number 2 is the Stanley Parable. This game came out of nowhere. This game is so good. This game has one of the most interesting concepts that I have ever played, and their replay value is so high. If you don't replay this game, then you don't get it. That's the point of the Stanley Parable, to get different endings, to see where the story takes you. I couldn't stop playing this game. The gameplay loop was so addicting, and if you ever sit down to play it, you will understand what I mean. It was the most surprising game. It was one of the best games, and yet again, I gave it a 10. And finally, no surprise, Half-Life 2. Had I not played Wolfenstein 2, Half-Life 2 would probably been my favorite shooter of the year. So good, so interesting, so amazing. I understand the hype. I can't believe I didn't play this on consoles whenever it came out in the orange box. This was a great game, and I'm all in on it. It's so good. It's yet again hard decision to pick from these three, and I had to go with yet again the game that stuck with me that I think about. I just finished Half-Life 2, but I gotta give it to the Stanley Parable. Believe it or not, this game blew my mind when I played it. It is so good, and that is definitely my game of the year. So my game of the year's winners are Stanley Parable, Wolfenstein 2. Two of the best games that I have played in 2017. Thank you for watching Game Rating Review. My name is Jean-Marc Lejean. Please hit the like, subscribe button if you like what you see. And those are my Game of the Year winners.